Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous Monday. Happy 4th of July to my fellow Americans and happy Monday to everyone else. Before we get started, let me share the bag that I'm currently rocking, and that is my Chanel wallet on chain in the red caviar leather with the silver hardware. Very fitting for this past festive weekend and for today especially. Alright, so let's get started because I have loads of eye candy for you guys today. Okay, first question, Chrissy Kiss Kiss. Weird question, but have you ever kept thinking about a bag for 2+ years, but always end up getting distracted by something else or you never end up getting it? I feel like I'm that way with the Speedy 25 bandolier. I know it would be such a practical bag to have and it keeps popping into my mind, but I always feel like something is holding me back from getting it. Is that me telling myself that I don't actually like that bag? This is a fantastic, fantastic question. And I think it's definitely your gut instinct advising you against the bag. Maybe not necessarily that you don't like the bag, but maybe that it won't suit your lifestyle, you know, and you said it perfectly. There's times when you walk into a boutique, you've done research on a bag, you're thinking, this is the bag for me, this is the bag for me, and at the end of the day, you end up walking out with something completely different. And I think it's very important to listen to your gut instinct because then you can possibly get buyer's remorse and you have that shred of doubt, you know, and when you have that shred of doubt, I feel like you can't fully enjoy the bag, you know, and there's been times that I go against my gut instinct, you know, and you know, maybe I've been kind of hesitant to purchase a bag. I end up getting it anyways. And what ends up happening is that I get home and it ends up sitting in my room untouched in the packaging for about a week or maybe a few days, you know, and then I start thinking, I don't know, you know, so there's that doubt. And once that doubt sets in, I feel like I can't really, you know, enjoy it. And when you think about buying a brand new handbag, at least myself, I am so excited to get the bag. I am so excited that it's in my possession and I cannot wait to start transferring my current items in my handbag to my new handbag because I'm just so, you know what I mean? My heart is exploding. It's singing. And when you get home and you don't have that same feeling, I think it's that gut instinct. I think it's that doubt and those what ifs that start kind of occupying your mind into thinking maybe this isn't the bag for me, you know, and there have been times that I have heard of some of my girlfriends saying, you know, I don't really know. They end up getting the bag and it's the best bag, you know, in the world for them. But I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. I haven't had that warm and fuzzy feeling about a bag after I walk out, then maybe it wasn't meant to be, you know. And then, as I said before, you could get that that buyer's remorse feeling and it just doesn't end up working out. So I always say it's very, very important to listen to your gut instinct. Case in point, the Pochette Matisse last year started this huge craze, and my very good friend, me and Mr. Vuitton said it perfectly last week when we were talking about the Alma BB and Demi Ben. She feels, and I feel the same thing, that the Alma BB maybe has started the craze this year, you know, and even though I want that bag so badly, I have researched it, I have watched multiple videos on it, there is still something holding me back. And I went to the boutique this past weekend and it was there. It was there. I could have gotten it, but I didn't. So that's, you know, that's a little bit about the kind of crazies that go on in my mind, you know, but it's very, very important because it might work out for everyone else. It might be a practical bag. It might be a fantastic, phenomenal bag for everyone else, but maybe it doesn't suit your lifestyle. And in this case, I don't know if the Alma BB would suit my lifestyle, but I still want it. So who understands me? You know, I'm all sorts of crazy. Okay, Ensue. What do you think about the chain length of the Chanel mini flat bags? I'm quite a tall girl, and the walk or any minis as a crossbody style do not fit me at all. Do you think it's possible to get a chain extension or something like a repair service from Chanel when you purchase a bag from the boutique? Thank you in advance, XOXO. Please do Minks Monday also on Wednesdays and Fridays. Oh, you're so cute. Thank you. I would love to do it 3 times a week. That'd be awesome. I'd be able to cover so many more questions. Okay, so my thoughts on the chains on the wallet on chain and the mini flat bags. I actually spoke to 2 of my sales associates and they said that there's nothing that you can get as a repair service or anything that you can get, you know, as an additive to the chain length. And, you know, that's not that's not good. I don't think so, you know, because we're not all, you know, the same height, and we're not all the same body frame. And sometimes, you know, like I said, like I've told you guys before, the mini flaps end up being way too short on my body frame. They look so funky on me, you know, and maybe if it was a little bit longer, it would be a little bit better and it might fit like the wallet on chain on my frame. But I really wish that they had some type of, you know, extension that you can purchase as a repair service, or maybe just a chain in general that you can add to it. So if you guys have any suggestions that we can help out with in Sue, we would appreciate it. Put it on the comment section down below, and maybe some way that you have figured out a way to help the chain length on the wallet on chains or on the mini flat bags. But no, unfortunately, they said that there's nothing that that they can add or you can buy to make them longer. So sorry about that. Okay, Marjolaine Quandas. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I know I did. I can tell. What is the best advice you can give to a beginner luxury shopper? Which fashion house is your favorite and why? Okay, these are great questions. I even thought about doing beginner starter pieces for Louis Vuitton and maybe for Chanel as well. So let me know in the comment section down below if you guys would like me to do that. Which fashion house is your favorite and why? I don't have a favorite. Currently, I'm kind of, you know, mingling with Chanel quite a bit. But Louis Vuitton will always have my heart. Always, 100%. And, you know, Louis and I have had a very interesting relationship, a very rocky relationship, especially in the last year and a half. But, I mean, I just, Louis Vuitton holds a special place in my heart. So I don't have a favorite. I have lots of favorites. Is that fair? Can I say that? And what best advice can I give to a beginner luxury shopper? 100% do research. You know, I think doing loads and loads of research on a particular item, on a particular fashion house is crucial to starting a collection or to getting your first beginner piece or to getting your first piece. And take your time. Go into the boutiques, try them out multiple times, try out different styles, try out carry all your daily essentials with you and see how they fit, you know, and just try out every possible bag that you have on your wish list. So make a wish list first. That's probably the best thing to do, is that way you can tackle which item to get first. Because obviously it can get very overwhelming when you're in one of those boutiques because everything looks so delicious, right? So make a wish list, and I would try out everything on your wish list and see how it fits. See how it works in your lifestyle, you know, or maybe not in your lifestyle because you can't, I mean, yeah, the 14-day policy. But I'm saying when you're at the boutique, if it takes hours, so be it. Do your research. Be very, very picky. Be very, very thorough. And most importantly, be honest with yourself. Because as I stated earlier in the previous question, that just because a bag causes such a stir with everyone else, you know, if Becky and Sue and Sally all think that it's just the best thing since sliced bread, it might not work out for you. So be very, very honest with yourself. If you feel like you're getting it because you can't really think of how many different ways you're going to be able to use it, or, you know, maybe it's not the bag for me, but I still really like it, then maybe, again, it won't suit your lifestyle. So being honest with yourself is the best thing, and try everything on your wish list. I mean, be like a kid in a candy store. Try everything on, you know, and if you get a sales associate that listens to you and really understands, you know, whether you have a price point, whether you have a certain criteria that you want to meet, make sure that they're listening to what you're saying, because that's also very, very key. Okay. Cheryl Gardner, I already have a Speedy 30 bandolier and monogram, which I love. On my wish list at the moment are the Speedy 25 Demi Ebene or the Noir BB. I really can't decide. Please give me your thoughts. P.S. Do you think having a Speedy 30 and a 25 is ridiculous? Okay, so personally, between the two, I would go for the Speedy 25 Demi Ebene. I think it seems like it might be a classic. I don't know if it's a bandolier because there's no bandolier on there, so I'm guessing it's a classic. So that way you have a little bit of a variety. And I love the Noir BB. I think it's super cute, but it's personally not for my lifestyle. So That's why I'm a little bit more more partial to getting the Speedy 25 Dame Ben. Now, this is another great question. I actually get this quite often, that people ask me if getting, you know, the Neverfull GM and the Neverfull MM, if it's kind of ridiculous, or if it's ridiculous getting a Speedy 30 and a Speedy 25. Absolutely not. Because even though they are technically the same bag, it's a world of difference between the sizes, 100%, depending upon what you can fit in it and how it ends up looking on your body frame. So I don't think it's ridiculous at all. I think it's awesome to be able to have a variety. I shouldn't be saying that, because my Neverfulls are all the same size, just because I really prefer the MM for my body frame and the way that it looks, you know. But having two different sizes adds variety. It adds a world of difference. Maybe one you can use when you want to be a little bit more compact, and maybe you want to be a little bit dressier, and the other one maybe is just an everyday kind of casual bag. You know, it's all a matter of personal preference, but no, not at all. I think having different sizes is awesome, and it's not really having the exact same bag, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Okay, next question. Krista K. What's your opinion? Oh, I'm sorry. Diary by Lacoste. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. And Krista K had similar questions. What's your opinion on the new Speedy 25 Empreinte? I'm seriously considering this, and I'm on the wait list for the 7/15 release, which July 15th of this year. But I'd like your opinion before I bite. Okay, so I have a picture of the new Speedy 20 in Empreinte, and I will insert a picture right now. So that was the Speedy 20 in Empreinte, and I forget the color. My apologies. If I remember the color, if I can find the color, I will make sure and link it or put it in the description box below. But what do I think about the bag? I love it. I absolutely love it, because even though I've always been a fan of the Speedy Empreintes, you know, I think that they're great. I think that they're beautiful. I feel that this particular silhouette adds a little bit more classiness to the bag. I love the fact that you have that beautiful strip of leather, and then you go into the monogram. You know, and I feel that the handles are a little bit thicker. I really like it, and I feel that this this new shape that it has, whether it's the 20 or the 25, so obviously they've introduced the 20, I feel like it's going to hold its shape a lot better than the other Empreinte Speedies, because those tend to, over time, they start to kind of slouch a little bit, especially when you add that crossbody strap. They have that little sagging effect on the front as well as on the bottom. Maybe not so much on the bottom, because it has that thicker base, but again, I feel that it's going to hold its structure a little bit better, and I'm madly in love with it. I think it's beautiful. There's a few of you guys on Instagram who have already gotten this bag, and you've showed it on a few pictures, and I think it looks fantastic. It has the same type of opening that you can open it up all the way down to the sides like the other Empreinte Speedy, so I'm a fan. Huge fan, and thank you so much at Diary by Lacoste for allowing me to use your picture for this week's video. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, moving right along. Princess Lissa 11. I own 2 Louis Vuittons, a Speedy and a Delightful. I'm debating which one should be my next purchase, out of the Neverfull or the Favorite MM and Monogram. Can you please help me decide? Okay, so I think both are great options. Obviously, you already have a hobo, you already have a shoulder bag, and then you have the top handle Speedy, so you have a classic. If you want another tote, if you want another very casual bag, very easy to use, it would be the Neverfull. Definitely, that's obviously one of my favorites. But if you want to add variety to your collection, then I think that the Favorite MM would be a great option. So you already have the hobo, as I stated. You have the top handle classic Speedy, and then if you were to get a crossbody, obviously you have a little bit more versatility with the Favorite MM. So I think that that would also be a great option. But personally, you know, I always go with the Neverfull, but I really do like the aspect of adding that Favorite MM. I think it's beautiful. Both of them are are beautiful, especially in the monogram. Okay, next question. Salma151, can you please tell / show me if the Louis Vuitton cosmetic pouch fits in the Chanel Jumbo? I'm considering buying the Louis Vuitton cosmetic pouch in the beautiful jungle print, pink of course, and I want to know if I will be able to use it with my Chanel or if it's too big. Great question. So I have some eye candy for us today. Here I have the Chanel Jumbo in the double flap with the black caviar leather and the gold hardware, and it's completely empty. And then I also brought out my Louis Vuitton cosmetic pouch in the multicolor Noir. So hopefully it is this one that you are talking about. So the first thing that I always look at is I look at the width or the depth of the bag, you know, and then I look at this guy and it looks like it might be able to fit with ease. So let's check it out. Hopefully I'll be able to do this. All right. Okay, here we go. So let's see. There you go. It looks like it fits with ease. However, as you can tell, it takes up quite a bit of space. So you'll be able to go maybe compact with a smaller wallet like a zippy coin purse or a Chanel O-zip coin purse if that's what you're thinking of getting. But it definitely has to be a little bit smaller in order to fit more items in here. So it will be a tight fit if you need more daily essentials with you, but it does fit in there and I'm able to close it with ease. And let me just do that really quickly. As you can see, it's not protruding, it's not bulging, and it's nice and snug in there. So it moves in there very easily. But again, you'd have to go a little bit more compact with the other items that you'd have to fit in here because it does take a little bit of space. It is a little bit wider, or it is a little bit longer, as you can see. So there is the Jumbo, and it takes up almost a little bit more than half the length of the Jumbo itself. So it would fit, definitely. Great question. I know I've had a few people ask me that before, so hopefully that demonstration was able to help you guys out. Madison Party. I was so looking forward to buying another Louis Vuitton item when I go to Paris in the fall, but after some issues I had with my Neverfull that the store fixed without any questions asked, I am nervous to make a purchase in Paris if I have any issues with that bag. Thoughts? This is another great question, and even though I told you guys last week that if you were to purchase something in France or in Italy that they wouldn't be able to find the records here in the States, it doesn't mean that they wouldn't be able to fix the item. So, you know, you never have to go back to the same store that you purchased the item in order for it to get repaired. And obviously everything's always a case-by-case scenario, but as long as it's a Louis Vuitton item, they will be able to help you with any repairs or replacements if you should ever need it, you know. And I think it was a few, maybe like 5 or 6 Minks Mondays back, when I talked to one of my sales associates, they said that they have done repairs on bags that are, you know, 25, 30 plus years old, you know. So I think that should add a little bit of ease, you know, and being able to, getting the opportunity to be able to purchase something at the Champs-Elysees when you go to Paris, it is such a phenomenal, fantastic experience. And I highly advise for you, you know, to be able to get your Neverfull there. And again, if you have any issues, you can always bring it back to the States and take it into a boutique. You shouldn't have any problems. But I wish you the safest of travels, and I hope you have a blast when you go to Paris because it's such a beautiful, beautiful city. Okay. Sand Stilettos. I'd like to add 2 black bags to my collection soon, a clutch and a large bag. My current collection consists of 2 Chanel classic flaps, a black jumbo and a beige mini rectangular, a burgundy Dior Ultra tote, and a navy Alma BB in Epi. For the larger bag, I'm considering a Celine luggage / phantom tote, but I'm worried it might look dated in another year or 2. And for clutches, I'm trying to decide between the black Saint Laurent clutch you have and a black Bottega Veneta clutch. I tend to prefer classic bags that will hold their value. Please let me know your thoughts on these bags and any alternatives you'd recommend. Okay, so I actually brought mine out. So we have, again, more eye candy. So here I have my all black Phantom. I just tucked in the little wings here. And, you know, I will have to agree with you. There's been a lot of speculation. There's been a lot of people talking that Celine has already, that the luggages have already run their course. Obviously, they've been, you know, very popular for a little while now. Of course, the height of their popularity was about 2 years ago. But I still really, I mean, I love this bag. And I'm the type of person that usually I think the same thing. You know, I want it to hold its value. Should I ever have to resell it, I know that I won't be losing a lot of money. But when it comes to a Celine luggage, or when it comes to a Celine Phantom, I just start drooling all over the place. To put it, you know, to put it simply, I love this bag. I love the way that it feels. I love the leather, and I love how it might be a little, you know, heavy to be able to wear, but I think that this is such a phenomenal piece. So, you know, I'm a big fan of the luggage. Obviously, I just added one to my collection, and it's just one of those bags that it might not hold its resale value at the very end. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it will, and you'll get all your money back. No, it might not, because it was definitely, you know, a very trendy bag a few years ago, and it's still, you know, it's still a trendy bag. But I don't know as far as resale value how it will be. But when it came to me, it was just one of those bags that I couldn't care less, because I was so excited to be able to use it and be able to enjoy it and have it in my collection. However, if you are talking about staple pieces, if you want something that will retain its resale value, and let's say you want a tote, I highly advise the Goyard totes. Those hold their resale value incredibly well. You'd be able to add another fashion house to your beautiful collection. And, you know, it's just such a simple tote, and they're just beautiful pieces. And I think that that would be another great way to go. Now, as far as the clutch goes, here I brought out the Saint Laurent with the black leather, pebbled leather, and the gold hardware. I am a huge fan of this clutch. I think it's fabulous. I think it's very classy. And, you know, Saint Laurent tends to hold its resale value pretty well. Definitely not as much as Chanel or Louis Vuitton. I know that Chanel has the Timeless CC clutch, although one of my sales associates said that it has since been discontinued. I'm not too sure, but I love that clutch. It is beautiful. It has the, I mean, you can either get it in caviar leather or in lambskin leather, and it's such a classic, timeless piece. So you can always go for that one. And also you can go for a clutch from Louis Vuitton, because they tend to hold their resale value a little bit better as well. However, I feel that between the two fashion houses, between Chanel and Louis Vuitton, I feel that Chanel definitely holds its value better with clutches. But for me, in my personal lifestyle, in my collection, I am really fond of the Saint Laurent clutch. Very simple, classic design, and I'm just crazy over it. And I use this all the time, especially because it doesn't have to scream with too many logos, and it doesn't have too much going on. It's just very simple, so I love that. So that's what I would recommend. I would recommend the Timeless CC clutch, a clutch from Louis Vuitton. They have so many different ones to choose from. And then definitely 100% Goyard for totes. I think those are beautiful bags. It's never full. What are your thoughts on Balenciaga bags? I love the style, the slouch, and the whole rock chick look, but what about the quality of the leather? Thanks. Okay, so let's talk about Balenciaga bags. Balenciaga bags are not for my lifestyle, obviously, because of what you mentioned. The slouch is a major thing that doesn't work out for me. However, the leather on Balenciaga bags is absolutely phenomenal. They, the leather seems to age so beautifully. And, you know, I've never really heard of anyone saying that, oh, it cracked or it got too dry or this and that. They have such amazing quality. And the way that Balenciaga, I mean, just captures the color on their leathers is just jaw-droppingly gorgeous, you know, and it's not buttery soft. It's just such a lovely leather. So if you love the slouch, if you love the look, you will fall madly in love with their leather. I think that it is fantastic, you know, and I really wish that it would be something that would work out for my lifestyle, because those colors, again, like I said, they just pop. They're just so vibrant. And, you know, I really have to give it to Balenciaga. Even though they don't work out for me, I can appreciate the quality of their leather and the quality of their handbags. So I say go for it. Definitely, 100%. And if you do, please tag me on Instagram so I can see which color you got. Okay. Rachel Ruda, I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I've mentioned to you before that I have a Neverfull MM in Damier Ebene. I absolutely love using my bag, but there are some instances in which I cannot use it because it would involve me leaving it in my car for what can be 6 to 7 hours for a shift at work. I live in Las Vegas. I park in a parking garage. Would leaving my bag in the car for that long do damage, even though it's in a shaded area? Absolutely, especially because you have it in a confined confined space, right? In your car, even though it's in a shaded area, the interiors of our cars can get incredibly hot, and what can end up happening is that it can end up ruining the leather, especially Damier Ebene, because it's already a little bit, I wouldn't say fussier, but it has, you know, it has that extra coating on top for the leather itself, for the colored leather. So you might end up drying out the leather, and it would cause it to end up cracking. And it can also cause the canvas itself to crack because of those high temperatures. So I would definitely advise against leaving it inside of your car, or any, you know, whether it's in direct sunlight, or whether it's in a confined space such as a car for that amount of time with those crazy temperatures, then I would definitely say not to do that, because it could always end up damaging the bag in the long run. If not, it could end up happening sooner than later. So I would definitely be careful on that. And last question, Chelsea Blondie. I was wondering if you have the Louis Vuitton pencil case. I've been looking for something to stash my long liquid lipsticks in. I'm wondering your thoughts about the pencil case or another pouch that would work for them. All right, so I do have a picture of the pencil case if you guys haven't seen it, and I will insert a picture right now. So the pencil case retails for $310 here in the States. It's available only in the monogram canvas and then with the fuchsia interior. And I think it is a great option for someone that has the longer lipsticks, or if you carry your eye pencils with you. I think it's great as to use as a little toiletry. And actually it's so versatile because you can use it for other things if you needed to. So I think it's a great, definitely a great option, because sometimes these cosmetic cases can be a little too short, or if you have the toiletry 15 or the 19, they can be, again, a little too short. So I think that if you get something like the pencil case, I think that it would be a fantastic option to be able to carry more items with you that you need to carry with you on a daily basis. All right, you guys, so that does it for Minks Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope I was able to help. And again, if you guys have any questions for me, please leave them on the most recent Minks Monday Q&A. That way I can address them either next week, or I can address them online. But again, thank you guys so much for all the wonderful questions, and I will see you all tomorrow with a review on the Chanel 6 key holder. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do for Wednesday. If not, maybe Thursday. I don't know. But regardless, you guys will see me 3 times this week. All right. So as always, make it a fabulous day or not. The choice is yours. Have a great day, you guys.